There are truths in life that are not gentle, not easy to hear, and not something most people want to face too early. But strangely enough, those harsh truths are often the very things that make us wiser, stronger, and more awake after life breaks us open. Life is not always fair. Being kind does not guarantee love. Being sincere does not guarantee respect. And giving your best does not guarantee the outcome you hoped for. That is what hurts so many people. Because when we are young, we are taught to be good, to be honest, to believe that doing the right thing will protect us. But as we grow older, we begin to see that the world does not always respond to goodness with goodness. Some people will leave even when you gave them your all. Some will misunderstand you even when your intentions were pure. Some pains will remain unseen, and some battles will have to be fought alone. It sounds painful, and it is. But it is also where strength begins. Because in those moments, you learn how to stand on your own, how to expect less from others, how to depend less on applause, and how to build a strength that comes from within. This video is not here to make you fear life. It is here to help you see life more clearly. Because sometimes the truth that hurts you today is the very truth that is shaping you into someone stronger tomorrow. And if you are ready, let's step into 10 harsh truths that will make you stronger. 1. Not everyone is truly sincere with you. One of the most painful truths in life is that not everyone who comes close to you comes with sincerity. Some people smile at you, but carry jealousy inside. Some people listen to you, only to retell your story to someone else later. Some people seem caring, but are really just trying to find out where you are weakest. When we are young, we tend to trust too easily. Someone is just a little gentle with us, and we open our heart. Someone treats us well a few times, and we start believing they are trustworthy. But life will teach you this. Trust should not be given too quickly, because not everyone has a heart like yours. This truth may sound cold, but it is necessary. It does not teach you to live in suspicion of everyone. It teaches you to observe, to slow down, to let time answer instead of emotion. A strong person is not someone who needs no one. It is someone who knows exactly who should be kept close. 2. Life is not fair. This is something many people take years to truly accept. You can live with kindness and still be treated badly. You can work hard and still lose to someone with better opportunities. You can love with all your heart and still be left behind. Life does not work like this. If you are good, you will always be rewarded. If you are right, you will always win. No, sometimes you do everything right, and the outcome still hurts. And that is one of the things that makes people bitter the most. Because we always want to believe that this world follows a clear sense of order. That effort will always be rewarded immediately. That good people will always receive good things. But maturity begins when you understand this. Fairness does not always arrive on time, and sometimes it does not come in the way you hoped. So, real strength is not found in demanding that life be fair to you. It is found in this: even when life is unfair, you still do not abandon your character. You still live with kindness, but with more wisdom. You still keep trying, but without illusions. You still keep moving forward, even knowing the road is not easy. That is what true maturity looks like. 3. No one is coming to save you forever. There comes a point in life when you realize a truth that stops you in your tracks. There will not always be someone who understands you. There will not always be someone who stays. There will not always be a hand reaching out at the very moment you fall. There are nights when you have to swallow your tears and hold yourself together. There are days when you still have to keep going, even though your heart feels tangled and heavy. There are problems that no one can solve for you except you. It sounds lonely, but this is also where strength begins to form. Because when you stop depending too much on other people, you begin to return to yourself. You learn how to calm yourself, how to lift yourself back up, how to take responsibility for your own choices. That does not mean you have to close yourself off, and it does not mean you do not need love. It simply means this: do not build your life on the hope that someone will always appear to rescue you. A strong person is someone who knows how to receive support, but never places their fate in someone else's hands. 4. The more you explain, the more exhausted you become. So many people live in exhaustion simply because they keep trying to explain themselves to everyone, explaining why they changed, explaining why they became quiet, explaining why they walked away, explaining why they are no longer who they used to be. But sooner or later, you begin to realize this: people who truly want to understand you do not need too many words, and people who have already chosen not to understand you will never be convinced, no matter how much you say. This is a harsh truth. Not everyone sees you with fairness. Some people have already decided to misunderstand you before you even speak. Some only hear what they want to hear. Some are simply waiting for you to say one wrong thing so they can judge you. That is why sometimes peace begins the moment you stop trying to defend yourself. Let your actions speak. Let time reveal the truth. Let silence protect your energy. You do not need to satisfy every opinion. You do not need to spend your whole life explaining yourself to people who never truly listened in the first place. Silence, in many situations, is not weakness. It is strength. 5. Loss is a part of maturity. No one wants to lose what they deeply love. No one wants separation. No one wants failure. No one wants to watch something that once meant so much slowly leave their life. But loss is something no one can avoid. You will lose relationships you once believed would last forever. You will lose opportunities that once felt so close. You will lose the older version of yourself. And sometimes you will even lose faith in what you once gave your whole heart to. That is why maturity always comes with pain. Because to grow, we must learn how to let go. Not because we are weak, but because we come to understand that some things, if held onto too tightly, only hurt us more. Loss is not always the end. Sometimes it is a clearing of the path. A clearing of the path for a deeper version of yourself. For healthier boundaries. For a kind of clarity you never had before. What hurts is not always the loss itself. What hurts is our desire to keep holding on to what no longer belongs to us. And sometimes, true strength is simply accepting that some doors have closed and we must keep walking forward. 6. Not every effort will be seen. There are efforts that no one applauds. There are days when you fight silent battles and no one on the outside has any idea. You try to stay calm instead of reacting in anger. You try not to fall apart even when your heart feels exhausted. You try to start over, to break a bad habit, to heal an old wound, to become a better person day by day. And no one sees it. And yes, that can hurt, especially when you see others being recognized, praised, noticed, while your quiet efforts seem to disappear into the air. But here is the truth. Not every kind of value needs to be recognized immediately. Not every kind of progress needs an audience. Some of the most sacred changes within a person happen in silence. You do not need everyone to know how hard you have tried. What matters is that you know, that you can see how you are better today than you were yesterday, that you know what you have survived and what you have overcome. Do not measure your journey only by the applause of the outside world. Some of the greatest victories in life are the ones no one else ever sees. 7. You cannot please everyone. This is a truth that leaves many people exhausted for their entire lives. They live to be liked. They live to avoid upsetting anyone. They live to satisfy their family, their friends, and society. They live so that everyone will be pleased with them. But the more they live that way, the more they lose themselves. Because every person has different expectations. One person wants you to sacrifice. Another wants you to be strong. Someone else wants you to be gentle. Some want you to succeed. Others only feel comfortable when you are smaller than they are. If you keep trying to please everyone, you will eventually forget who you really are. Maturity begins when you accept this. No matter how good you are, there will still be people who do not like you. No matter how hard you try, there will still be people who misunderstand you. No matter how kind you are, there will still be people who think it is not enough. And that is okay. You were not born to please the whole world. You were born to live according to your own values. Strong people do not chase the approval of the crowd. They quietly live what they believe is right, and they accept that not everyone will walk beside them. Point 8. Every pain leaves a lesson. No one likes pain. But truthfully, pain is often the harshest teacher in life. There are lessons you would never understand if you had never been betrayed. If you had never been looked down on, you would not understand the value of self-respect. If you had never experienced loss, you would not know what truly matters. If you had never hit rock bottom, you would not realize how much strength was already living inside you. Pain is not beautiful. Do not romanticize it. Pain is pain. Loss is loss. A wound is real, but you can choose how you walk through it. You can let it make you bitter, or let it make you deeper. You can use hurt as a reason to shut your heart completely, or you can use it as a chance to understand yourself more clearly, to grow, to mature. A strong person is not someone who has never suffered. It is someone who knows how to turn pain into wisdom, who turns stumbles into experience, who turns dark days into the foundation of a stronger inner life. So if you are hurting today, please do not rush to believe that everything is meaningless. It may be that this very moment is teaching you something peace could never have taught. 9. Time waits for no one. Another truth that everyone must face at some point in life is that time does not stop for anyone. It does not slow down just because you are not ready. It does not turn back because you regret something. It does not pause and wait for you to heal before moving on. So many people live as if they have endless time. They delay the apology, delay the change, delay the dream, delay living truthfully with themselves. And then one day, they look back and realize they let too many chances slip away. This truth is not meant to scare you. It is meant to wake you up. If there is something you need to let go of, let go sooner. If there is something you need to begin, begin sooner. If there is someone you need to love, Love them while you still can. Do not wait until it is gone to understand its value. Do not wait until it is too late to feel regret. Do not wait until life takes something from you before realizing how important it truly was. A strong person is someone who lives with the truth that life is limited. And because it is limited, every single day is precious. 10. True strength comes from within. In the end, the greatest truth life will teach you is this: everything on the outside can change. Money can be lost. Relationships can shift. Other people's approval can come and go. Appearance will fade with age. Circumstances will always change. If you place your entire sense of worth on those things, then even one small disruption can make you collapse. That is why the most important thing in life is not how much you possess. It is what you carry within yourself. Are you calm enough when the storm arrives? Do you have enough self-respect to walk away from what is no longer worthy of you? Do you have enough discipline to keep going even when no one is pushing you? Do you believe in yourself enough to keep walking even when no one else does? Real strength is not loud. It does not need to show off. It does not need constant proof. It reveals itself in the way you rise after failure, in the way you protect your inner peace in the middle of chaos, in the way you refuse to let the world turn you bitter. When you build inner strength, you no longer fear loss so deeply. You no longer depend too heavily on praise. You no longer panic so easily when life changes, because at that point, what holds you up is no longer your circumstances. It is the person you have become. And those are the 10 harsh truths. Not to make you more pessimistic, but to make you more awake. Because life does not become easier just because we avoid the truth. It only truly begins to change when we have the courage to look directly at it and grow through it. Each truth may hurt you a little, but each one in its own way can also make you a little stronger, a little deeper, a little steadier. And when you have gone through enough setbacks, enough wounds, enough hard lessons, you will understand this. Real strength is not about never falling. It is about this: after everything, you still rise again with a deeper heart and a spirit that is no longer so easily broken. So in the end, life does not become meaningful because it is easy. It becomes meaningful because of what it teaches us through the hard moments. The truth is, none of us get through life without being hurt, without being disappointed, without losing people, losing time, losing parts of ourselves we thought would always remain. But maybe that is not the end of the story. Maybe strength is not about avoiding pain. Maybe it is about allowing pain to refine you without turning you bitter. Maybe wisdom is not found in the moments when everything goes right. Maybe it is born in the quiet seasons, when life strips away your illusions and forces you to discover who you really are. These harsh truths are not here to break you. They are here to wake you up, to make you see more clearly, to help you stop chasing what was never meant for you, and start building the kind of inner strength that cannot be taken away. So if life has been hard on you lately, if you have been betrayed, exhausted, overlooked, or forced to grow in ways you never asked for, do not believe that your pain is meaningless. Some of the strongest people in this world were shaped in silence, built through heartbreak, refined by loss, and made wiser by the truths they once wished were not true. Hold on. Keep growing. Keep becoming. Because one day, you will look back at these painful lessons and realize they did not destroy you. They built you.